Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Welcome to your reading for October 17th through the 23rd. It is a big week. We've got a lot of things changing. We've got Venus and the Sun both moving into Scorpio at the end of the week. We have Mercury, yay, finally cleared its shadow. And so there's an energy this week is really competitive, though. I think you're going to notice that the competition is running high. And we are still in Libra season, so I do want to remind you that the softer, gentler approach will be the way to best negotiate your way through this energy. So your overall energy here is the Two of Feathers, decision and direction. Decision and direction. So if you would support the channel by hitting the thumbs up right now, I'd super appreciate that. And as a reminder, checking out your sun, your moon, and your rising, you'll get a much better picture all the way around. Wow, you guys, very Capricorn energy coming through here. Okay, and one other thing is that Sunday nights at 7:30 Eastern Time Zone in the U.S., I do premiere a video with for the collective. And if you'd like to join me in the live chat, it's fun. I love building the community that we have going on here. You are really, wow. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So, overall energy, the Two of Feathers, the decision and the direction. It is a chameleon in this one, and so it is about figuring out where you fit in. This isn't about guarding your heart or any of that. You know, I love this deck because you really got to look at the way it's written. It is about figuring out where you fit in. It has the green and the yellow lit up there. So this is about what feels right in the heart space and what allows you to shine. Where do you fit in? And so choosing a direction, making a decision based on how you fit into whatever, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friends group, intimate partnership within your family dynamics or at a place of work or your career choices and money and finance and having it all, the family, the relationship, everything, that is what you're focusing on. Because here in the key to the situation, we have the 10 of crystals, which is stability and attainment. And again, this alligator here is in touch with its emotional self, even though it's on land in here and it is the 10 of Pentacles energy. It has its nose to the emotional satisfaction. And again, that green of the heart chakra and the yellow of the creativity. And so being really grounded, not the creativity, but the solar plexus of being allowed to be who you are, in touch with, creating the stability while in touch with your emotions, really having it all. And so the choice and the decision and the direction that you're moving in as we get ready to move into that eclipse season. First eclipse up is just next Tuesday. I mean, it is coming right at us. And so there is this energy around how do I negotiate and bring the balance and the equity is the word that wants to come through into where I am right now. How do I move forward in a very balanced way? And we have a lot of interesting cards showing up here. So lots about the balance, okay? And also, I'm sorry to tell you, Capricorn, as you know, I am a Capricorn rising. If you watch my channel and I get this card, it's so funny. It showed up for Sagittarius. I'm like, I'm sorry you got this card. And here we are. You're going to transform this situation with the Hanged Man. Things are hanging in the balance, they're saying. They're hanging in the balance, and there's a need to get a different perspective. This is a oh God, what do you call this? What do you call this thing? Praying mantis. It's a praying mantis, and he's hanging upside down to get a different perspective. And so there's a timing here. So this week is a week of, I think things are still kind of hanging in the balance. And I think those eclipses really allow you to make some decisions about which way to move forward. Being adjustable and adaptable is going to be very important this week. There is this energy around spiritual transformation and healing that is happening in the transition and the insight here of the Six of Feathers. It's the dragonfly. And the dragonfly to me is very much about spiritual transformation, whereas the butterfly is about manifesting here in the 3D. So there is this emotional balance staying, and also in the heart space creating stability. Stability in the heart space around everything, like the finances and the emotional stuff. It is all there. There is the obstacle of the 9 of Swords, a lot of anxiety, a lot of things that you've been thinking about. It is also about being on the defense because it is a porcupine. And so the porcupine, it might not be your defenses. It might be somebody else's. Perspective and self-empowerment. Perspective and perspective. The challenge is a change of perspective. The challenge is knowing that you, in your heart space, you are the manifestor and you can have it all. By getting into alignment with what you feel emotionally. So that moon in Cancer trining Neptune on Monday is a chance to really connect into what is really empowering to you, because it is opposing Pluto in your sign. And so it's a T-square, and an outlet on it goes to the sun in Libra. And so it shines a light about what creates the balance between having things financially and emotionally stable in your life. Wow, this is super powerful. I want to get some cards on that as we keep going here, because in the heart space, the anxiety has been around the card of Temperance. It's the black and the white. It's, are my actions in alignment with my goals and my dreams? It is the balance. It is the harmony in all the aspects of your life. And this is a week where you're really, really getting a chance to wrap that up and look at it and see, where do you move in the direction that truly brings you into harmony with yourself, with your goals, with your dreams, and all this anxiety that you're feeling. The first thing out is Spirit says you needn't worry. You needn't worry. Wow, you needn't worry. And it's almost like a sentence. You needn't worry, your treasure's hand is at hand. You might not know now, but you will. Whoa. Your treasure is at hand. You might not know that now, but you will. There's a lot of illumination that's going to come through with those eclipses. And so while you're hanging in the balance now, judgment is starting to come in, because we have the card of the awakening, and it is the peacock. And that peacock has it's unfurled, which means it's strutting its stuff. It's awakened to its goals, its dreams. It's made the decision. It's chosen a direction. It is willing to shine. It is willing to put it out there. It's willing to say, here I am. Here I am. The peacock does not pursue. The peacock attracts. By being who you are and allowing yourself to shine out there, you will attract to you what it is that you need. You needn't worry. Your treasure is at hand. You just don't know it yet. What you want, the stability, this abundance is coming in. And so while you're thinking and around the resources about how to complete a cycle in order to move things forward, it is about getting in touch with your emotions that will allow you to do this. Really thinking things through the heart space, because you have the whale, and the whale is tapping into your inner knowledge and knowingness, really using your intuition for fulfillment and celebration around finances. Your treasure is at hand. You just don't know it yet. So we have a lot of super competitive energy, and it really starts cranking in there on Tuesday and Thursday when that moon is in Aries. It has a T-square with Saturn and Uranus, and just, oh my gosh, who's the boss? Who's the king of the mountain? Energy, power struggle coming in. And Venus is going to be squaring off with Pluto in your sign, and she's going to be trining with Mars. Let's take some action here. And so there is just, the way through is negotiation. The way through is teamwork. That is the way through. But the way through is also in a change of perspective and kind of waiting it out. I don't think you throwing your weight around gets you where you want to go. I think you're waiting to see what is happening so that it's almost like they're showing me like a neon sign pops up and you're like, oh, that's the direction to go in. Oh, you have the card of success that comes out, the watermelon dragon. I am telling you, Capricorn, finally. Finally. All right, in the heart space. How are you going to feel at the end of this week? You have the Four of Acorns, which is the Four of Wands, and in this deck, it is a big old walrus. It is fat and happy. And I don't mean your weight. I mean, you know that you have an abundance of everything that makes you feel good. And it is the comfort and the community card that comes with it. Wow, so many cards. Okay, look. What did I say here? About the whale being about integrating your knowingness, like using that ancient knowledge, integrating it into the way you move forward. And what card, like all these cards came, but the one that pops up in the upright says integrate your knowing, and it is a fox. And the fox is clever, and the fox finds success, and the fox in Lenormand is about business. And so the fox is about always making sure that it gets what it needs. Work smarter, not harder. Integrate your knowingness. What do you know? What skills do you already possess that you can repackage in a new way, that you can tap into in a new way in order to create the success that you're going for here that is clearly showing up? So that moon in Virgo is really about looking around for your allies, and integrating your knowingness is one of them. Your allies, one of them is the skills that you already have. That's on your side. Things your toolbox. Check your toolbox. What do you already have that you maybe have forgotten, that's been laying dormant, that you haven't like dusted off and said, oh, I could use this in this way. Light in the unexpected. That awakening card here. Out of somewhere, out of that, you don't know it yet. Something is going to happen. Welcome the divine masculine. That means take action, right? The divine feminine is very receptive energy. But this 10 of crystals kind of makes me feel like it's a kind of a masculine energy. The fox feels like a masculine energy. You have, as you finish out the week, the 2 of crystals. 2 of Pentacles, but this one says balance and adaptability, but it is a kangaroo, and it is pushing forward, and it is using its strong leg and tail. It is the knowingness, right? Like that, the strength of what it has already been and developed is pushing it forward. There is a push forward in the direction you want to go. The more adaptable you are, the easier it's going to be. Lots of cards about balance, right? There's this balance. The 6s are showing up, the temperance card, the 2s are here, but knowing which direction you're going to go in. And again, now this one has lit up all the different colors of all the chakras. The more balanced you are in everything, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, the better you're going to go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. So look for your support and your allies. They come from the stuff that you already know. And there's a sudden awakening, the sudden insight that just comes through. If you could take a moment longer to be a little bit patient this week and let it come in, because you have welcomed the divine masculine, lead your own metamorphosis. What do you really want? I think there's a lot of clarity that comes in, and it comes in and you can't even see that. It's so white and bright. What do you really want? X marks the spot on here. Good week to get Capricorn. All right. The moon is going to be in Libra as we wrap up this week. It stays in Libra until it gets into Scorpio. Okay, but it always works that way. That never changes. But that eclipse is at 2 degrees of Scorpio, and so it is just hours after it leaves that it leaves Libra that we have the eclipse. Okay, so it's kind of an extension of this Libra energy. And so it's kind of like this balancing act, this integrating thing that you've been doing is going to propel you forward. And you have the message in the bottle. something is coming in for you. Something is coming in for you. Your treasure is at hand. Your treasure is at hand. You just don't know it yet. I wish I could write all that for the title. Oh, all right. Well, we're done. I'm not going any further with this. That's an amazing reading. I am on Facebook every day if you want to follow along with that energy. Keep paying attention. You're going to know what you're going to do. This is like finally things are falling into place. All right. You take good care, Capricorn. I'd love to see you Sunday nights at 7:30 for the live chat. Have a great week. I don't think you could not have one.